Hi guys and girls, it's Usernamekate and welcome back to my channel. Today, first impression ride on Royal Enfield's Super Meteor. So if you're interested in what I have to say on this bike, then keep watching and I'll roll the intro. Right guys, well, first off, I'm heading to a nice coffee place where hopefully they'll do a nice cake called the Gasket. So I'm going to use Royal Enfield's Tripper to see if it will get me there. So I've downloaded the app. I'm going to pop little things on the screen here as to what that looks like when you're trying to sign up. And I've typed in the Gasket. This is the one, Skullhouse Lane, Appley Bridge. So we'll tap that and then we'll go to Get Directions and we'll go to Navigate, but we're not connected, so we switch the bike on. Royal Enfield Tripper, built with Google. Get Directions, Navigate. Phone is not connected to the Tripper device. Tap on the helmet icon to connect via Bluetooth. Okay, 6-digit code. So we got 032 or not what I wanted to do. 032022. Connect. Way paired. So now we'll go to Navigate.
Follow the route for now.
Oh, follow the route for now. So here it's telling us in how many feet. So I might actually just put my intercom on, see if it connects.
Phone connected.
Phone connected. So hopefully what it just spoke out loud then, it'll put through my cardo. But I don't know. If that fails, I'll just have to use this and hope for the best, because I have been to the Gasket a few times, but I can't actually remember how to get there because I literally forget what I had for breakfast. So seems like that's kind of done, so we'll lock that, put it in the pocket, and let's go to
turn right onto Willow Road.
It just said turn right onto road. I'm not going to say it because I don't want a party of people doing burnouts on my front drive. Right, let's go. Let's get on the road. Right guys, so far the Tripper thing is pretty good for a free app. It's something that comes with the bike. It's very much welcomed. Let's see if we've got the power to overtake this guy. Engage, 47 horses, giddy up. Okay. So it's saying in 1.7 miles to come off. Okay, we got a nice throaty growl when it comes to doing an overtake. Right, let's get the crappy, boring motorway mileage out of the way, then I'll actually speak to you guys about this bike. But actually, this might actually be quite useful information, how it handles on the motorway. So yeah, it's got plenty of, it's got enough power. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not going to rip your arms off, but it's got enough power to do the overtaking business and, you know, get up there, you know, past slightly legal speeds. Take the A6027 exit to Charlie. A6000. Okay, so it's kind of telling me to go back on myself. Oh, take the second exit. So the arrow looks like it says to come off there, but it said take the second exit, so you have to kind of watch out for that. But yeah, so far this free navigation is quite good. If you don't have a cardo connected, you can visually see and follow the arrows. But if you do have a Cardo or a Senna or any kind of intercom connected, it does talk to you in a voice. It sounds like this. The Tripper is kind of weird because, I mean, you could argue it's a little bit trippy, because instead of saying like follow the 5083, it says follow the 5083, which is a bit weird because my brain doesn't really process the numbers like that. Who knows? Oh, okay. It flows gorgeously, actually. It flows bloody beautifully. Right, so now I'm actually going to talk about what this bike is like to ride. Okay, so on first impressions, it feels really substantial. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel flimsy. And it's actually, so far, a bit of a joy to ride. So she's a big lump, but she's very low. 740 low in seat height. Oh, shaggy dog. So yeah, it feels substantial, it feels robust. I love the seat for a start, particularly in comparison to the Interceptor. This seat is so bum hugging and kind of sculpted to my little cherub buttocks that it's actually really comfy. The riding position for me, ergonomically, it's pretty good. I think for people of my height and stature, this is a comfortable bike. Going around bends scares me a little bit because of those exhausts, and because you've got your feet forward, it doesn't scare me as such, but you know, you just gotta trust that it's going to get round there, because it is quite an alien riding position if you're not used to cruisers, of course. Got a nice tight bend coming up. Round we go. No scraping. Okay, that was fine. Oh, it stinks. Ooh. God, is that pungent? I can almost taste it. Tip it in. Oh, it's lovely on the old handle in front, is this? Yeah, lovely. Let's see what the brakes are like. Well, they were good enough to stop me in time for them traffic lights. Yeah, okay, so the suspension feels really, really nice. It feels plush. We've got Showa non-adjustable upside down front forks. On the back we've got twin shocks, which are adjustable at the preload, but seem pretty fine for my weight, to be quite honest. Yeah, for a cruiser that was quite decent in performance. I don't have much experience riding cruisers, to be fair though, but yeah, that felt a lot better than I thought it was going to, which is good. I've got to remember to put my feet up because this kind of riding position is not something that I am generally used to. But it does feel pretty comfy, to be honest. With my legs on the peg, I've got quite a nice bend in my legs. I'm not too overextended. So for people with a 29-inch inseam, you know, it should be perfectly adequate. Woo. Oh yeah, so to me at 47 brake horsepower, this is the perfect cruiser for someone that ain't rushing. They're not in a rush in life, they're happy to just bimble around in comfort, be happy. I don't want to race everyone and anyone on the streets. Oh, my little flaps come undone. goes my flap. There we go. First gear, off we pop. That engine is gorgeous. We've got a 270-degree crank. I feel like it's also good for, you know, people that are relatively short. I'd be interested to hear your opinion as a tall person if you've ridden the Meteor 650. Obviously there's only so much that I can offer in terms of my experience. My audience are mostly 55 to 65 year old males on YouTube, so I doubt they're gonna have my body type. But if you guys can share your experiences, and it just helps the body of knowledge about this bike to increase, which is good. It's a little bit weird not having a rev counter. It just has your speedo, your fuel range, what gear you're in, the time, your odometer, trip information, but no revs. So yeah, I've got the balls of my feet down, stopped at lights. I'm very comfortable. There's no insane vibrations coming from the bike like say there would a Harley. It's not going to rattle my fillings out. But yeah, everything looks very well built. The dash is really pretty. I really like that. And the switchgear is that of a HNTR 350 and some of the other smaller capacity ones. But yeah, the tank is sleek. Everything looks robust. Nice little tank badges at the side, look cute. Got the branding on the pegs. Mirrors, circular, round, kind of classic looking. Yeah, so far it's quite a joy. It is quite a joy. Cruising through the traffic, beautiful mannerisms. It just feels like an unstressed engine. It doesn't feel highly strung. It's happy to plod. I feel like it's one of those engines that'll just last forever. Just a right old plodder. Application of throttle. The pickup's smooth, it's not chuggy. And it's very easy to ride. It's so easy to ride. Sometimes you have bikes that you feel like you're fighting with a bit because everything's so focused. It's just pleasant, it's laid back, it's easy riding, really. Just told me to take the second exit, so I'm going to follow this rangy baby. Ugh. Oh, it feels good. It feels good when you overtake. It's got a good amount of pull. Happy with that. I think the destination should be just up here. Grids should be here. Here we go. Look at this. And we're here. Hello. In fact, I think I might go up here and reverse it in. I definitely think I've got a bug on my eye. Okay, let's switch her off. Excellent. Well, the Tripper navigation got me here. It's actually pretty good. I thought I'd put it to the test since, you know, it's a free app and I'm just on a local jaunt. What's the worst that can go wrong? But now I think it's time for a coffee and a cake.
feet of strangers talking about revenue. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone. And she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survive the wheel, even though she got knocked down and never showed.
Yeah, so here she is. Guys, if you want to see this bike in more detail, more zoomed in, definitely check out my walk around video. I'll try and pop a link in if you haven't seen that. But yeah, pretty gorgeous thing. Let's get going. Let's get going on the road again. So, okay, let's go. So setting off. Yeah, thanks Gasket, what a wonderful coffee that was. Oh, did you hear that little burble on the downshift? Oh, honestly, it flows so well for a cruiser. It just feels smooth. You don't think of smoothness when you think of cruisers, do you? You think of rickety, shake your feelings out, horribleness. But you do it for the culture, man. Well, with this you get a pleasant riding experience. Ooh, sounds very nice.
Follow the route for 1.3 miles.
I'll go if you're not going to make a move. Yeah, I really like the height of this bike. It's so accessible. Just takes the worry out of everything, just being able to pop your feet down and not have to worry about balancing it. I do sometimes forget, however, that it doesn't have mid pegs. So sometimes I go to stump my feet on a peg that's not there. I think the price of this bike is awesome. Like £6,799 starting price. Obviously goes to £7,299 if you want either one of the more touring editions, because it comes in like two variants. And with the touring one you get a screen, you get a dual comfier seat that's kind of designed for pillion and rider touring. You get a little backrest, you get LED indicators. So they've covered all bases, whether you just want a normal cruiser or you just want to have a more toury version. You do a little whizzy whizzy zoom zoom, dip in. Oh, well, at least we're putting the Super Meteor 650 to the test in terms of traffic, aren't we? Let's try out its weaseling capabilities. Turns out they're very good. We can weasel. Okay, let's go. Oh, look at this road ahead. Oh, that's actually really fun to hustle around a cruiser with your feet forward and your exhaust low. Ah, we didn't quite make it. Bugger! That was quite a fun little jaunt then on the twisties. Oh, yeah, she flows. I'm really loving this bike actually. I think it's a corker. Is this something that I'd own? If I was a person that really liked cruisers, hell yeah. It just so happens that I personally like my naked bikes, my adventure bikes a bit more than cruisers, but if this is your vibe, yeah, this is a good solid option. Royal Enfield have delivered with this bike. Okay guys, I'm gonna, oh I love that colour house, wow. Guys, I'm gonna end this vlog right here. I hope this has been enough to give you guys a quick impression of what I think about this bike. Given the fact that I haven't, you know, done many miles on it, it is just a quick snippet of what I think about this bike after just jumping on it. It's not a proper in-depth review because this bike needs to go back pretty soon because it's so in demand. So I'm hoping that in the future I can have this bike for a bit longer. So let me know in the comments below what you think about this bike. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think there was a need for it? Have you ridden it? Right guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what kind of content you want to see on the channel and I'll certainly try my damnedest to get it included. And until the next time guys, take care and ride safe.
What's your next bike, do you know yet?
I've got a BMW F900R in the garage that needs reviewing. I'm getting a Transalp soon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I've got a V-Strom 800 in the garage as well, which I've really been enjoying riding. That's cracking. So yeah, just a few on the horizon. Got a few.
So are they very forward in lending your bikes?
Yeah, pretty good to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to ask for them and then schedule them, but sometimes they'll contact you and say, do you want this bike for a bit?
Because I've watched the Missing Them Flyer a bit.
Oh yeah.
And Usernamekate.
Oh, that's me.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm Usernamekate.
Oh, I didn't know.
What's your name?
Keith.
Keith, lovely to meet you. Thank you for watching.
You look different.
Do you? It's gone wild.
Yeah, that's what it is, blonde hair. That's probably why I haven't recognised it.
No, it is quite, I do look quite different with brown hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, nice meeting you.
Yeah, you too. It was really good
to meet you. I'll watch it a bit more.
Well, you might see yourself, who knows?